Who this?
Fancy bumping into you here. Out to find some answers about your past, are we?
You've quite the familiar face, and using the same powers. But you'll have to forgive me. Do we know each other?
Same powers? Don't make me laugh. Your little dip in that lake has left you a bit rusty.
I've been high and dry for 20 years now. The only rust on me is from the lack of any real challenge. Perhaps you're up for the task.
You've already disappointed me. This is a moment I've long desired. But you've forgotten your destiny and wasted the past 20 years.
I know the feeling.
You're right. I do seem to be having trouble remembering. Would you be so kind as to take it from the top?
2 overseers, the eyes of the world. They are the power behind everything.
Jean, as heir to the clan, the time has come for you to prove your right to fight under the Umbran name. You may select opponents of your choice.
Then allow me to face the outcast.
None! Helen Kiadagat! The child is of impure blood. Challenging her would be a violation of our tenets of faith.
It would not be the first time we've faced each other.
Kiard?
Will you face me in this hallowed arena?
Well, if I must. But I pray you've got a little something for me in return. You know, I'm very fond of stuffed animals.
When the moon shines bright in the sky, face a wall and press A to witch walk. Okay. I've got cold. Fair enough. Deer and decorations. Yes, of course. I'm assuming I have to be outside of combat to actually put it on. Crafted by the famed demonsmith Rodan. These 4 guns have been crowned with the names Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme, pushing Bayonetta's magic to its limits. These guns rate of fire and stopping power are incredible. Shotgun containing the souls of fairies known to collect onyx roses that bloom only in Inferno. Each shell fired from the guns contains the curse of the very trapped souls. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I did that wrong. No, it is what... No. That'll do. It's the moon. Hello, birds. Should I have grabbed a bird? Within old Vigrid, many ancient stone structures been preserved, being developed further as they are repaired, lending the town a peculiar sense of historic modern architecture. It's also taken hold in Vigrid, starting with the central station. However, it is all to give form to the sacred institutions of the... Wrong button, John. Ancient sages. The architecture gives us a glimpse into the people's deep sense of respect for their past. This town of old and new still keeps within its bounds several strange things that modern man struggles to make heads or tails of. For instance, dark green barriers made of as of yet unknown metal seems to block certain alleyways. Their shape comprised of many complex bricks, impeding one from proceeding down the ancient paths of the city, so they were a rejected visitor, even though it seems these paths saw everyday use in the distant past. I may claim this material as yet unknown, but in reality I haven't a clue regarding its composition. It's harder and heavier than any human being is capable of moving, or so I've surmised from examining its chilly surfaces. Pushing one's ear against the wall, the sounds of the other side reverberate and echo within, resounding throughout the inner workings of the wall, as in a glockenspiel was playing the scales. I've never seen a metal like this, but many of the walls within the city are made from this metal, and from the cliffs one can see enormous monuments constructed of the same mysterious matter. I wonder why these lost witches and sages scattered these walls around the city. X, John. I know. I'm just failing to do that. I'm assuming I need witch time to get through it, but I don't know how to... Oh. Damn. I'm destroying all your bins. What are you gonna do? They're my bins now.
Do you believe in fate? Fate brought us here together, and it will never tear us apart.
It's just Ichigo again.
Sayonara.
No, it's not. It's the guy from.
Fleur de ciré eau de parfum. Such a wonderful floral bouquet. With its subtle hints of rosemary. You know, in the language of flowers, rosemary equates to remembrance.
It's a guy from Persona 4.
Which doesn't quite equate to you, now does it? Bayonetta. Shit! Will you stop that?
Yeah. And Joseph from Evil Within.
Seeing you here, I suppose it wasn't the only one. You've certainly bloomed, haven't you, my little Cheshire puss?
I'm not your pet. The name is Luca. A name you'd better remember. Ah! Shit! Damn it! Wait! You can't just run away from me like that! I know what I saw that day!
I can tell it's him because of his scarf.
I know all about your kind. Sure, my colleagues laugh at me for chasing fairy tales, amongst other things. But I know they're real. I know the truth.
Curious as to what the Japanese line was because there was clearly a joke.
Smell.
It's the smell.
It's the same smell that clung to the air the day my father was murdered. Which means I'm right on your doorstep, Bayonetta.
I'll let you in on a little secret, Cheshire.
The name is Luke.
So yeah, I'd never been this far, which meant when I bought it, I didn't even finish the first level.
There's no rosemary in the perfume. After all, rosemary's a demon repellent.
You only run away so fast because you've got something to run from. Me! But you can't escape me forever.
I like Luca. Ooh, tram. So one thing I do like is that these are functional cities. I like the them being semi-see-through as well. Oh no! Thrones! Enchant! Our Throne's the upgraded version of that. Oops, should have dodged. Wonderful. Although I do realise it is what was I going to say? I'll say now. In Devil May Cry 1, even, I think... No, it would have to be 3. When his brother, he's got the long hair and he's got short hair, and at some point his brother does this, and then his hair stays. Well, it doesn't actually stay up. Actually, it comes down during the rain. But that's literally a thing that happens in the anime Bleach, and I was like, and suddenly I realised there's quite a lot of Bleach in Devil May Cry actually. And I just realised the gimmick of like all the monsters being invisible is also from Bleach. So I'm just assuming I can't remember the director's name. Hideka. I'm assuming he's a fan. Notes on the topic of Magic 2, the difficult sequel. The righteous pursuit of that are the magical arts. One method is said to have caused countless deaths during training Witch Hawk. To the Umbra Witches, you can walk on the walls, but just do it on the ground. Just do it at a low point. And then practice, get good. To the Umbra Witches, it seemed like Witch Hawk was truly indispensable. Taking the powers from the moon. The band of witches were able to draw on the power when chanting enriching qualities of the moonlight to execute fight levels of techniques. And now, of course, oh, I see. Sorry, I literally only just saw the last message. I guess the voice must have been important to, Oh, I'm surprised there was no Japanese dub. But yeah, I get... Because everything is, like, very fetishy. And not in a bad way, somehow. Because, like, everything is so stylized in this game, it sort of loops back to being interesting. I assume the voice, the sort of librarian aesthetic she's got, was a part of it. And maybe that's just not a part of... They wanted the English voice actor for that to make sense. I don't know, I feel like they'd have that in Japanese as well, I'm not sure. Not everything has to be... Maybe they just thought it'd make more money in English. To the Umbra Witches, it seemed... Oh yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to have to call the next stream Can't Fight the Moonlight. Taking the power from the moon. This band of witches... I will say, I did remember Fly Me to the Moon was the song that played, even if I hadn't, like, seen it in a decade. Taking powers of the moon, the band of witches were able to draw the power enriching qualities of the moonlight to execute high-level techniques. However, records state the witch walk was powered by the pact with a particularly powerful demon that would grant the power to break gravity's bonds, not by the more common moonlit source. As no further records remain to the nature of this technique, any more hard facts remain unknown. However, by looking at the traces left on the buildings around Vigrid, one can make some further assumptions. The traces are, in fact, footprints left on the surfaces of the wall. They blend into the city so well that you almost never catch the glimpse of them at first glance. In fact, those without knowledge of the witch walk probably never notice the footprints' presence among the dirt and the scars on the surface. There are many buildings in Vigrid which footprints sporadically continue along the sides. This must be none other than proof that the magic practitioners were able to literally walk on walls. Many of the buildings where the witches have left their mark are truly strange. The doors are unbelievably high locations, or in buildings may lack the path to the entrance entirely, rejecting all intruders and living a life of solitude. Witchwalk was not just a training technique for Umbra witches, but was a shield to protect their way of life. Oh, she does. Because of her wings. I didn't really look at her shadow. Okay, that is not a wall I'm allowed to walk on. Hello, explosive TNT. What am I doing now? That makes sense. So I'm trying to find a good angle. There's lots of moons on the shadow. This way? Need to start dodging. She punch. Who this? Two of them? This is getting ridiculous. Ready for the climax of a Virgo. Lovely. And some more music. Quasi una fantasia. About the Umbra Witches. Witches were ones of talent. That is my impression after years of exhaustive research into the Umbra. Word witches triggers within all us all prejudices towards the paranormal and the supernatural, and also women. However, in the ancient city of Vigrid, magical arts were a systemic form of scholarship. Of course, what I have learned about witches will be labelled as fraud by the world at large, undoubtedly dismissed as nonsense. I will begin these notes with items I have confirmed to be absolute facts in regards to witches. Due to lack of contact with the outside world, we often feel that witches were strictly hereditary order. However, this was not always the case. These stupid glasses squeak on the headphones. For one... to become a witch, one must first and foremost possess incredible spirit energy. Those with the power could become witches despite being of low birth, and those without power would be forced into secular life, regardless of any blood ties to which clan. Naturally, children born within a clan were often quick to grasp the concept of magic due to the environment around them, allowing their innate abilities to bloom at a much earlier age. Coming to grips with the concept must have inspired one to further hone the energy. These children were also able to participate in extensive drills with other witches, and only those who had shown great promise and achievement were able to take their witchly vows prior to the passage into womanhood. The exact nature of spirit energy remains unclear, although recognizing its existence within oneself and refining this talent further was one true path to produce a witch of great ability.
Another LP? Working me to the bone. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Let me go whip some things into shape for you.
A little bit of Moonlight Sonata. I guess that is fitting. So you don't have to pay for it.
This took a bit of pounding to shape, but the workmanship's solid. Now, go put this thing to
Shrubber. Ooh. Nah, I don't want that. Slash into an opponent with incredible quickness, deliver devastating thrusting attack, can be performed in midair. Ooh. Okay, that is like a standard Dante technique. Alright, but I have to remember to do it. No, I don't want that. Okay, it makes sense you can't have swords in your feet. Ah. Cool. I don't know if I want it on A and B, but we can mess around with it. Look at. Oh. I was never using B anyway. Nice. There's bird feet after me. Fuck. I don't think I activated it in time, did I? Okay, I need to be using Y. Briefly confused there. Oh, yeah, because I'm forgetting to actually dodge the lightning. Sorry, I completely forgot how the mechanic worked. Hello, birds. Hello, cats. Take that bin. Scamper, scamper, scamper. Scamper, scamper.
Who's there?
Somebody's scampering.
You've played enough hide and seek, my scurrying little friend. Just a child?
Just a child with
What
the
are you doing running around, Vigrid?
looks suspiciously like you, baby you.
Dressed in your Sunday best.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,
Oh, I'm going to die. Oh, I completely forgot that I had that. I'm going to need to use the attack button, aren't I? No, yes. Thank you. I thought I pressed X, but... I like that it gives me a bonus as if, like, I have a choice in the matter. God of War has a lot to answer for.
What a day!
Oh, got a Stone Award. This is worse than bronze, and it's that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for. Angel attack! Ready, fire! Round over.
City's on fire.
much you ask. I'm not putting a chainsaw on your arm. So what do you want?
Now that's all I want, though. Ah, I see. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Why does it not recommend these? Hold down RT. Okay, no, that's instant buy. Should have tried it out though. Let me try it out now. If it's a single button, you gotta buy it. Because it's gonna be an easy one to remember during the panicky fights. That way, could